From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Happy Monday morning to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Kruger, and let's get you right through Kruger's Quickcast to just give you an idea what to expect as you're heading out the door this morning and take you through the day today, and then we'll get into a deeper dive forecast after this. But there you can see your valley out the door forecast, and of course all of the other neighborhoods that we cover here in Weather NorCal. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s for the coast and for the higher elevations, and those mid 60s for the valley. So yeah, another nice cool start to the day. We take a look at Futurecast. You can see some of the clouds are kind of lingering around the coast, but otherwise should be looking at, we'll call it partly cloudy. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies elsewhere. And then, of course, as we go into tonight, maybe some more of that fog kind of coming into along the Highway 101 corridor there, some of those inland valleys as well. So for today, it is warming up, but still actually below normal for this time of the year. We'll keep it in the low to mid 90s here in the valley, especially the south, a little bit cooler in the low 90s there. Mainly in the 80s for the higher elevations, and we're talking mid to upper 60s along the coast, so a little bit warmer there. We take a look at your 7-day outlook region by region, and there you can see for the valley, we're going to get up to about 100 degrees for Redding around Wednesday, Thursday, and then temperatures kind of ticking downward. So essentially what we've got here this week, a bit of a warming trend, and then temperatures kind of tick back down as we go into the weekend. Taking a look at your coast, inland, and for Trinity County, kind of the same situation. You see the temperatures kind of going up, then back down again, especially as we go into this upcoming weekend. Taking a look at your 7-day outlook from Mount Shasta, Alturas, and Susanville, temperatures there are also going up and then back down again. So yeah, just a little bit of a roller coaster ride, if you will. Want to share this picture with you that was sent in by Erica Schwanz, I believe is how you'd say that name. She used the free Weather NorCal app, by the way, to send her photo. This is how I want you to send your photos, and I want you to share your snow photos as well. I mean, here we are in August, and if you look off in the distance, you can see snow-capped Lassen Peak after the storm passed on Saturday. I want to thank Erica for sending in that photo. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Here's a look at your weather headlines. So the warming trend has begun. We're going to notice it today. We'll notice it the next few days. Possible triple digits in the valley by around the middle of the week, with a cooling trend going in the weekend, as I mentioned. Now, some of the forecast models are indicating that there may be a chance for a few showers or thunderstorms in parts of the mountains here, especially in Modoc County, maybe even into Lassen County later this weekend. No guarantees just yet, but certainly a pattern that I'm watching very closely. Real quickly, looking at the latest on the Park Fire. These are numbers as of last night, Sunday night. Keep that in mind when you're watching this. I'm updating this around between 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. A lot of time these numbers are updated within an hour or two after I record this, but we're close to 80% containment, again, as of last night, for the Park Fire. Keep in mind these black lines of containment are not updated to that 37% containment that we do have for the Boise fire, but yeah, certainly some improvement through the weekend after that rain and thunderstorm activity that we did see as we went through the day on Saturday, not to mention Friday night. Taking a look at the winds, fire danger here. Of course, not that bad this morning. Taking into the afternoon and really through the afternoon today and tomorrow, not that bad either. So nothing major as far as the winds are concerned. The humidity, nothing unusual, right? Still looking at those single digits, even some teens for the valley, a little bit higher as you head into some of those higher elevations, but still fairly low any way you look at it here over the next couple of days. And the fire weather risk, just again looking at this, reminding you that this is essentially looking at the temperatures, the winds, and the humidity. And yeah, I mean, we're in that low to moderate category for even the valley. Now what you'll notice here, it looks like as we go into Tuesday, it picks up a little bit. We're seeing some more shades of yellow even off into the eastern Lassen County, but again, nothing to be alarmed about. Just good not to see a lot of oranges and reds on the map, right? So we got some active weather off to our west that'll eventually have an impact on the weather. You can also see the activity that we're seeing off to our east with the showers and thunderstorms there, but for us, Yeah, not much going on here. We've got plenty of sunshine. Temperature is just warming up a little bit. We'll take you over the next few days with Futurecast here. Again, there's some clouds lingering around parts of the coast. Tomorrow morning, maybe some of that kind of filtering in again before it kind of backs off through tomorrow afternoon. And then looking at that long range, again, just not seeing much activity here through the rest of this week and through the weekend. You can see some moisture coming in, some monsoon moisture that could bring a chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm to the northeastern portions of the state by around Saturday, Sunday, maybe into Monday of next week. But as of right now, I'm not setting that in stone just yet. I'm going to wait for a little bit more model consistency. This cooler air is riding toward north, so it is not moving over us. But what it's doing is preventing the heat from building in. But by the time we get to the end of the week, heat kind of builds back in. And then this right here, this is a weak area of low pressure that's going to kind of move on through. And that is going to be probably sometime this weekend into early next week, and that will allow our temperatures to drop. So bottom line, again, you can kind of see that up, then down. And just kind of a reminder of how spoiled we've been for the month of August. The first week and a half of August, minus that first Saturday, we were 100 degrees or higher in Redding. Then for the last 2 weeks, temperatures were either near or mainly below average for the last 2 weeks, including yesterday. But as we look at that trend, yeah, you see how they're going up, then back down. So we're going to be back to or even above normal as we go through the rest of this week, and then dropping below normal, hopefully. So what it's looking like right now toward the end of this upcoming weekend and to early next week before they start to kind of go back up again. We have to remind ourselves after that 2 weeks of just below normal temperatures, and really even this past weekend, we have to remind ourselves it's still August. We're still in the middle of summer. So it's still going to get hot any way you look at it. But there, of course, we are seeing those wave heights fairly low for your Monday. Looks like they are going to increase, though, as we go into your Tuesday and Wednesday. But as of right now, no small craft advisories, just that patchy, dense fog that we need to look out if you do need to be out on that small fishing boat. Here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Those temperatures will be in the low, some mid-90s in there, about 89 degrees, though, for Trinity Center. Ruth, about 86 degrees. We take you off to the north coast, southern Humboldt County, with 68 degrees for Eureka. 92 out in Garberville, and there you can see Alder Point, about 90 degrees. So yeah, still pretty warm for some of those inland areas, and not to mention the higher elevations as well. 93 degrees for Orleans, 95 in Willow Creek. Smith River, not bad, with a high of about 73 degrees today. 68 degrees in Crescent City. In Trinidad, you'll top out at about 74. And for your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast, a little warm out in Happy Camp, but mainly that I-5 corridor, you're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 80s there. Higher elevations, places like Tennant in the low 80s. We take you off into Modoc County. We've got temperatures there mainly in the low 80s. Some of the cooler spots around Cedarville at about 78 degrees. Here's a look at your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast. 82 degrees out in Fall River Mills, 79 for Westwood, 82 for Janesville, and we're looking at about 83 degrees in Doyle. And your Valley neighborhood forecast to the south, 93 for Los Molinos, 92 in Corning, 91 for Durham, and we take you up north with about 95 for Redding. So again, a little bit warmer as you head to the north end of the valley, 90 in Whiskeytown, and there you can see Lakehead, a high of about 95 degrees. Looking at your 7-day outlook for Redding, you can see those temperatures are slowly increasing back up to about 100 degrees here for Wednesday, Thursday, and then temperatures dipping back down as we go to the weekend.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.